Well, hello, friends of the internet. It's Paul, and thanks for stopping by for my week 22 episode of my weight loss vlog. And I am so thankful and so happy to tell you all that finally I have some good news to report. It has been 4 months that I have plateaued on my weight loss journey. I was just stuck in the mud. I bounced between a low of 284 and 285 and everywhere in between. I weigh myself a couple times a week and those numbers just kept coming up. And so that was 4 weeks of that, back and forth, back and forth. And it was frustrating, but on the other hand, I knew that I had mentally checked out of the game. I wasn't doing what I needed to do to lose weight. I was just kind of going through the motions. I don't know if I got off track during the holidays. Of course, we had some birthdays in January that I went to, and maybe it was the weather, or the not being able to go outside, not being able to go for walks like I'd like to. Although it's been a nice winter here in Michigan, we've had some nasty days where I just rather be inside. But I gotta say, I kind of just got bored of the whole thing. Maybe I'd done it for about four months. I think I'd lost 25 pounds. I kind of got bored of the weight loss. Maybe I just quit doing the things that I know that I needed to do to continue. And I wasn't really gaining, like I say, I stayed within the, say, 3-pound range of my all-time low, just bouncing back and forth. But I wasn't losing either, and that's the name of the game here, so that's what I wanted to get back to doing. So I knew I had to make some changes, and I did that. The first thing, I had to get my mind right. I had to get back to wanting to lose weight. So first, let me give you the numbers. Like I say, my previous all-time low was 284, and I broke through that. I'm 282 and a half, so I'm really excited, really stoked about that. This is my new all-time low, the lowest I've been in over 10 years. So I'm learning this game is every bit as mental as it is physical. To continue to lose weight, I had to want to do it more than I wanted to just kind of coast. It was just too easy to, not do the necessary steps that I had to do to continue to lose weight. I just got away from the things that I was doing. I certainly wasn't exercising like I should have. So anyway, I needed to make some corrections, and that's what I did. Number one, I did up my exercise from maybe I was down to maybe exercising once a week. That's not going to do it. So now I am exercising twice a day. I'm doing at least 3 to 4 miles on the elliptical. Now I may break that up in a morning session and night session. But so I am doing 2 sessions a day. I'm doing, like I say, on the elliptical. I'm also lifting weights. And I'm also doing just some of the very basic cal stack type things like your sit-ups and things like that. Just trying to burn some calories, get active, work up a little bit of a sweat. Even though I can't go outside, I do enjoy walking. That's probably my favorite exercise. If the weather's nice, I do try to get out there. And there's something about walking on the hills and the trails, and you seem to use your muscles more than you normally do. But so that's my favorite. But if I can't do that, I've got to at least do a morning and a night session for exercise. Another change that I made was really upping my water intake. My goal every day is to drink at least 64 ounces of water. And it may sound like a lot for a lot of you. For some of you, it may sound like a lot. And it is, it takes a little getting used to. And I've been doing this for almost 3 weeks, I think now. but it's starting to become a habit now. I carry my water bottle around with me all the time, and if I to the point now where if I don't have it within reach, pretty much, I wonder where it's at. So I'd say that's becoming a habit, and that helps take the edge off of your hunger, and so I think that's a good habit to get into. I had to start cracking down harder on the carbs. I was not eating bread, but I was having some pasta here and there, and just different things that that in the portions kind of were getting out of control, as far as I wasn't obeying just the one dish or one plate rule. Sometimes I'd go back for seconds. You can't do that. You really got to eat slower, and quit eating before you're full. I guess that's one of the big things that I've learned is, you won't feel like you're totally full, at least for me. I won't feel totally satisfied, but I've ate my portion that I set out, and I got to quit. Walk away from the table, get involved, get your mind off of it, and then you know what, in half an hour or so, you're not going to feel hungry. You will feel satisfied. It just takes a while for all that to trickle down there and say, hey, we're good down here. We don't need any more. So you just got to give it that time. I am trying to eat more meats and vegetables and really up the vegetables. Back to a salad at least once a day with a meal, and make it a big salad. I'm also trying to juice, when I can. So I am definitely trying to get more of the vegetables in there, because they seem to fill you up, and of course they're virtually no calories. It feels good to be back in the game. My muscles are sore, my arms are sore, my legs are sore a little, but it's a good kind of sore. And it's kind of like your body's way of telling you you're doing the right thing by it. You're doing something right for your weight loss journey. If you're comfortable and not at all sore, it seems like you're not doing something right. And the scale reflects it, at least for me. So I'm back at that, and it feels good to be back in it. I've realized that you have to exercise even when you don't feel like exercising. You don't want to get on the elliptical. You don't want to get on the floor to do the sit-ups. I haven't done a sit-up, I was thinking back, in probably 30 years, if you can believe it. And I got on the floor. I was able to do 3 sets of 5 each, so 15 sit-ups the first day. The second day I was only able to do 5. I mean, it's sore down there, those muscles that you're not using all the time. But there again, it's a good kind of sore, and you just got to do it. When you make yourself go ahead and work out, even though you don't feel like it at first, there is such a good payoff at the end. You just feel like $1 million. You have so much confidence. You're doing the right thing. So I would just encourage everybody out there to not only watch what you eat, but to get active. And this is a huge thing for me, is you got to get with other people that will hold you accountable. You need to be in like a relationship with others. You need the support of a community. I notice when I'm doing best, I'm more active on my blog. I'm more active in the weight loss community. I'm making more videos. And there's something about that. Feeding off of each other, you'll watch somebody or read something and you'll get motivated, and it will help you to stay on track. It'll help you to make the right choices. And without that, I would definitely be lost. So if you're kind of in a little bit of a funk, if you've kind of hit a plateau, I would definitely encourage you to admit up to it and understand that it happens to a lot of us, and there's some changes that you'll have to make. You're probably going to have to tweak your program a little bit, or at least get back to what you know that you need to do. So as always, I appreciate all my viewers out there. I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me, going through this journey with me. Your comments, your words of encouragement are so helpful, and just knowing that you're there, the accountability of making the videos. I just hope that, I can touch somebody else that's going through this, maybe encourage them along the way, and hope that you'll find some peace on the journey, and you'll meet some friends through it all, especially in the weight loss community as I have. And I value each and every one of you guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.